Welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Today I am going to discuss another important topic of CSAT, that is percentage. Percentage again is very important for CSAT, and you will get at least 2 to 3 questions every year from the percentage. And the purpose of these videos are give a basic understanding of the topic, and if you apply that basic understanding, then you are able to solve the questions. Now, first of all, you have to understand what is percentage. When we talked about the percentage is nothing but simplification of ratio. Simplification of ratio. Okay, what does it mean? It simple mean when we talked about 1 upon 2, it simple mean it is 50%. 1 upon 3, it is 33.33%. When we talked about 3 upon 4, simple mean 75%. So what we are doing? We are basically expressing this ratio in form of percentage, or we are just multiplying ratio with 100. Means expression of ratio in a standard form. Expression of ratio in standard form is called it percentage. Okay. Second thing is, I have given here the table. This table will help you to solve various questions. Whenever you know, like in this table, you know 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 50%. 1 by 3 is 33.33%. 1 by 4 is 25%. 1 by 3 by 4 is 75%. 1 by 5 is 20%. 1 by 3 by 5 is 60%. 1 by 6 is 66.60%. 1 by 7 is 14.28%. 1 by 8 is 12.5%. 3 by 8 is 37.5%. So what does it mean? How it will be help you? Sometime in your questions you will get percentage. Percentage, consider they are mentioned 14.28. 14.28 of a number. So you will solve like this. It become very difficult to solve. When you know percentage in form of ratio also, you know 14.28 equivalent to 1 upon 7. 1 upon 7. And when you know the x value is 700, so you can see that it will be 700. If you solve here, it is very difficult to solve easily. So I will suggest at least till 1 upon 16, or it is, if possible, try to get at least 1 upon 20. These value will very helpful to solve the questions. So again, I want to say that percentage is nothing but simplification of the ratio. Either you will write in a ratio or you can write in a percentage. Both are same thing. I can say that you are writing 1 upon 2 or you are writing 50%. Both are same. Okay. Now, try to consider something very important. Very important in the sense, in the percentage we have two things: numerator and denominator. Denominator, we can say that base. This base is very important. Without base, we cannot calculate the percentage. To calculate the percentage, base has to be there. Consider company A increases its sale by 1 crore rupees. Company B increases its sale by 10 crore rupees. Which company has grown more, or which company performed very well? Simple, we can say that company B performed very well because its sale increased by 10 crore. But we have to think again. Company A sale increase from 1 crore to 2 crore. Means we can say that 1 crore it is equivalent to 100%. Last year company A sales was 1 crore. This year company sales is 2 crore. It is 100% increase. Company B from 100 crore to 110 crore. It simple mean increase of 10. It is 10%. So now if you see the performance of company A and company B, company A is growing or grew at 100%. Company B grow at 10%. Which performed very well? Company A. So here the role of base is very important, from where we are growing. As of now in the news you have seen base affect growth. Indian economy grew or grow very fast because of base effect. What does it mean? It simple mean GDP has come down suddenly because of COVID and now it is increasing. Because of that reason, earlier considered GDP was 200. Now it has to come to 100. From 100 it has started to increase. When base is coming down, then growth will started to increase. This growth is not increasing because of more production. It is because of coming down the base. So in the percentage again you have to understand base is very important. Now same thing I have explained here also. If you are not able to understand till now, just read these explanations. And no percentage calculation is possible without base. Just remember, sometime in the question base is not given and the answers cannot be determined. Such type of questions you will get more and more in data interpretation. Data interpretations questions, this concept is very helpful. Now one more question. If you see, student A scores 20 marks, student B scores 40 marks. Who performed well? Student A scored 20 marks, student B scored 40 marks. It look like B performed very well. But if you read the questions carefully, A scored 20 marks in an examination out of 30. B scored 40 marks out of 70. Now who performed better? So this will be around 66.66%. This will be around 57 to 58%. If you know the table, you know what is 4.4 upon 7. So who performed very well? A performed very well. So this is the way, like this is the ratio 2/3 and 4/7. Who is better? This is better. So expression of ratio in standard format is the percentage that will help or that will simplify the ratio. Now you can see the solution here also. A is 66.66% and B is 57.14%. Now come to one more questions. Change. When we talked about percentage change or change, it can be absolute or it can be percentage. Okay, what does it mean? When we talked about Indian GDP, for example, consider it has grow from 100 or grow from 150 to 160. Absolute, how much change? 10. When we talked about percentage will be 160 minus 150 upon 150 into 100. It will be something different. 10 upon 15 into 100. So absolute change and percentage change both are two different things. Okay, you have to be very careful about the questions. What they are asking? They are asking percentage change or they are asking absolute change. Okay. Now see the question. You just remember what is percentage change. This is the formula you have to remember. Percentage change is absolute value change and the original quantity, or we can say that last value minus original value upon original value into 100. This thing you have to remember. Okay. Now the population of a city grew from 20 to 22 lakh. What is percentage change? Percentage change last value minus previous value upon previous value into 100. 2 upon 20 into 100, it is 10%. Percentage is based on final value. Now base will be final value unless or until question is not telling how to calculate the base. You have to consider base is a original value. For it will be 22 minus 20 upon 22 into 100. 2 upon 100. 2 upon 22 into 100. It become 1 upon 11. If you know the value of 1 upon 11, it will be 9.09. So that's why the first I gave the table. That table anyway it will be helpful how fast you can solve the questions. Now again, difference between percentage point change and percentage change. Both these concepts are very important. This will help you again in data interpretation. Whenever we talked about percentage change, consider GDP has increased from 25% to 30%. Percentage change is simple. Percentage point change is 30 minus 25, that is 5%. When we talked about percentage change, it will be 30 minus 25 upon 25 into 100. So both the things you have to remember. Percentage point change is just change is the percentage. Percentage change is change in the value from original to last value. That things you have to remember. Now come to the, we have to solve some questions. Okay, a salary has increased by 20% and then decreased by 20%. How to, and what is the net percentage change in salary? Whenever such questions will come, there are two methods to solve those questions. One is just a formula. Whenever the things first increase and then reduce with same value, you can consider same value as x. So x square upon 100, it will be minus. That is your answer. So we can say that it is reduced by 20 square upon 100 minus 400 upon 100, so minus 4%. Second way, you can solve second way also. Just assume the A salary is 100. 100 is increased by 20%. 100 of 20% is 20. It become 120. Again decrease by 20%. 120 of 20% is 24. 120 minus 24, it is 96. Initially A salary was 100. Now it become 94. So how much change? It has reduced by 4, means minus 4%. So you have two methods to solve this particular questions. You can solve this way also, but I will suggest try to understand this part. This is very important to solve a question. A thing has increased and then reduced. So answers will be A. Again, I will suggest if you are watching the video, not ideally watch the video. Stop the video and then pause the video, then solve the questions and then see the solution. Now come to the same way you can see here. Come to the one more question. If a price of a television increased by 25%, then what percentage should the new price be reduced to bring back the original level? Okay, the price initially it was 100, it has increased by 25%. When it is increased by 25%, it means adding 25, it become 125. Now how much percentage it has to reduce to come down to 100? So 125 minus 100, 20. Okay, so how much percentage? 25 upon 125 into 100, it will be 20%. Okay, so initially base was 100 and now base has become 125. From 125, how much it has to reduce to be 100? We can say second way, 125 minus 100 upon 125 into 100. That is second way to solve this particular question. So 20% will be the answer. Come to the one more question. A trader gives successive discount. Discount are minus, percentage original cost. This is the way you can, like how you can solve the question. Initially you will consider the price is 100. It is reduced by 10%, become 90. Again 90, 20% means minus 18. 90 of 20%, 18, it becomes 72. Again reduced by 10%. So 72 of 10% will be somehow 7.2. 7.2. So 72, 7.2, it will around 8, 4, 6. 6, 4, 8. So initial 100% becomes 64.8. So the original cost price he will recover 64.4. So got it? So this is the way you can solve this particular questions. You can see here also how I solve this particular question. Now come to the one more question. A trader mark up the price of a goods by 20%, but to a particular haggling customer he ends up give the discount 10% on the market price. What is the profit? So consider initial it was 100 rupees and price was increased by 20%. So increased by 20%. So 20, it become 120. Like this was the considered cost price. It become mark price. Again on the mark price 10% discount has been given. It means minus 12 rupees. So now come to 108. So 100 the cost price, now it is sold in 108 rupees as a selling price. Now how the difference is 8? It is 8%. Got it? So this is the way you can solve this question very easily. Like in the same method, same concept, if you apply in the more question, you can get it. Like here, all the questions I am solving with the same method. This method you can also apply, you will get the answers. So answers will be 8%. Okay. One more question, if you see, the length and the breadth of a rectangle are changed by 20% and 10% respectively. What is the percentage change in the area? In such type of question, whenever consider the question in the format like length and breadth into area, means product is given. So here we have like x plus y plus x upon y. We have one formula. If you apply, you will get the answer. Second way, you just understand, you can say area is 100. First increase by 20. It become 120. Again reduced by 10%. Means 12. It become 108. So how much average it has increased? It has increased again 8%. Okay. Here I gave, just see the solution also. One more question you will see. A sells his good 30% cheaper than B and 30% dearer than C. By what percentage is the cost of C goods cheaper than B? How to solve such type of question? Basically you have to, like, A sells his good 30% dearer cheaper than B. If B is 100, then A is 130. Second thing is again A and B, and 30% dearer than C. It become again here cheaper 70, here dear 130. So whenever such type of questions come, you have to find the common link between the two statements. The common link is A. You have to do this as a common value. Here 70, here 30. If you multiply this value 13 or this value 7, you will get common. So multiply 13 here, multiply 7 here. It become 1300. It become common. It become like okay, 9100. It become again 700. Okay, got it? If you see both the value, it become okay 901. Now, what percentage is the cost of C goods cheaper than B goods? So C is 700 and B is 1300. How much difference? 600 out of 1300 into 100. If you solve it, you are going to get the answers. So whenever such type of questions comes, try to find the common link. Okay, here the solution is also given. Just go through the solution, you are able to solve it. So in this particular video, I gave the basic idea of the percentage. So hopefully you are able to understand the basic concept of the percentage, or how this concept can be applied to solve different type of questions. And I solved some questions also. You can do like, when you understand the concept, this concept you can apply to solve different type of questions, or maybe probably whenever I will take one more video to solve the question which UPSC has asked over the percentage. Okay, thank you for watching the video. In the next video, I will cover one more important topic, that is time and work, or maybe profit and loss also.